Every Halloween, the veil between our world and theirs grows thin. Some stories are just tales to scare children, but others are warnings. 10 stories, 10 knocks on the door you should never open. Tonight, you'll hear them all. Turn off the lights, lock the doors, and whatever you do, don't answer the last knock. Number 10. The first knock. Laura sat alone in her kitchen. The clock struck midnight. The storm outside raged like a living thing. Then came it. A knock. Soft from the back door. She froze. Another knock. Louder this time. "Who's there?" she called out. No reply. Only the wind howling through the cracks. Her phone had no signal. Her reflection stared back at her from the window. Pale. Trembling. She turned away, and the door handle began to turn. A masked figure stepped in. One breath, one scream. Then, silence. Her phone buzzed on the counter. A message appeared. "I'm here. Don't forget to unlock the back door for me." Number 9. Trick or treat, or die. A little boy wandered the empty street, clutching his plastic pumpkin. He was the last trick-or-treater left that night. He stopped at a house with no lights, no decorations, but the porch light flickered once, almost inviting. He climbed the steps and rang the bell. The door creaked open. A tall man stood there, face hidden in shadow. "You're out late," he said. The boy smiled. "Trick or treat." The man bent down, voice like gravel. "Trick." The next morning, neighbors found candy scattered down the stairs, and one red lollipop stuck to the door. A note beneath it read, "Thank you for playing." Number 8. The Haunted Alley. Daniel should have taken the main road, but shortcuts are tempting when it's cold and late. He walked down the old alley. Damp brick, broken lamps. His phone battery blinked 2%. Behind him, footsteps echoed. He turned. Nothing. Just fog. He quickened his pace. The footsteps followed. He started running. The sound ran too. Faster. Closer. A cold hand grabbed his shoulder and yanked him into the dark. The fog settled. Silence. His phone buzzed on the wet ground. One unread message glowed on the screen. "Are you almost home?" Number 7. The Pumpkin Carver. Every Halloween, Tom carved the most perfect jack-o'-lanterns on the block. But this year, his hands shook. His eyes were sunken. He said his wife had gone missing. Neighbors whispered he'd lost his mind. At midnight, they saw the glow from his garage window. Inside, he worked by candlelight, carving something. The pumpkin looked human. The next morning, the candle was still burning, but the wax wasn't red. It was thick, sticky, and the face carved into the pumpkin looked exactly like his wife. Number 6. The Party That Never Ended. A group of college friends found an invite online. Halloween rave, secret location, no rules. They followed the map deep into the woods until they reached a mansion lit by orange lights and music blasting inside. They drank. They danced. They forgot everything. At dawn, police found the mansion empty. No people, just mannequins dressed like the guests, and one girl hanging from the ceiling, a smile carved into her face, her phone still recording live on social media. The title of her stream, "The Party Never Ends." Number 5. Midnight Caller. The phone rang at 12:01. Lena answered, half asleep. "Hello?" A voice whispered, "I'm behind you." She laughed nervously. "Very funny, Josh." Silence. Then, the line went dead. She turned on the lamp. No one was there, but her window was open, and muddy footprints led to the foot of her bed. The next morning, the phone company traced the call. It came from inside her own house. Number 4. The Mirror Trick. There's a game they play in the dorms. Look into a mirror at midnight, say your own name 3 times, and don't blink. If you stare long enough, they say your reflection starts to move on its own. And if it smiles, run. A girl named Emily tried it for a TikTok challenge. Her live viewers watched her face twitch, her reflection tilt its head, but she didn't. The mirror cracked. Her reflection stepped forward. The stream ended. No one ever found Emily. But her reflection still waves every night, when the camera turns on by itself. Number 3. The Masked Stranger. It happened on Halloween night, 2019, in a small town outside Portland. A few people still remember it, because they saw the man in the mask. Security footage later confirmed what witnesses described. A lone figure, sitting at a bus stop past midnight. A clown mask, red and white, handmade. He sat completely still for nearly 2 hours. One woman, Sarah Green, was walking home from her shift at a diner. She told police she saw the man move his head slowly as she passed. He spoke softly. "Long night, huh?" She laughed nervously. "Yeah, long night." Then he said, "Want to see a trick?" She thought it was a joke, until he stood up. He was holding something heavy. Sarah ran. She didn't look back. 15 minutes later, the night bus arrived. The driver found the shelter empty, except for a wet bench and a hammer lying on the ground. The next morning, police found a trail of bloody footprints leading into the nearby woods. They matched neither Sarah's nor the driver's shoes. The footprints just stopped halfway down the path. Local news called it a prank gone wrong. But surveillance cameras from across the street showed something else. At 3:07 a.m., after the police left, the clown mask, lying on the bench, tilted upward, slowly, as if someone unseen had just put it back on. Authorities never identified the man, but every Halloween since, a clown mask appears somewhere new: bus stops, gas stations, playgrounds, left behind, always facing the road. Number 2. The final candy. It was supposed to be an ordinary Halloween night. October 31st, 2016. A quiet suburban neighborhood in Ohio. A mother named Rebecca Miles sorted through her 8-year-old son's candy before bed. She did everything right, checked for opened wrappers, threw away the homemade stuff, made sure the chocolate wasn't expired. But then she noticed one piece she didn't recognize. A small brown square wrapped in clear plastic. No brand, no logo, no foil. Just a faint, sweet smell. She smiled. Just one more before bed. She took a bite. Her son Eli later told investigators she froze mid-chew. Her eyes went wide, and then she collapsed. He tried calling for help, but by the time paramedics arrived, it was too late. Toxicology reports found traces of potassium cyanide, an old poison nearly impossible to detect by taste. The police traced every house on Eli's trick-or-treat route. Every piece of candy came from a normal store, except that one. It didn't match any registered candy in the U.S. The plastic was custom-made. A year later, the case went cold. But then, on the next Halloween, another parent reported finding the same kind of candy, same wrapping, same smell, on her porch, inside a bag labeled, "From Eli." The address on the bag? Rebecca Miles's old house, now abandoned. Number 1. The Last Knock at Midnight. It's a story people share online every Halloween, but this one really happened. October 31st, 2021, Chicago suburbs. A man named Adam Lewis, 32, stayed home alone that night. He lived in a 2-story rental near the edge of town. No neighbors close by, no visitors expected. Around 11:57 p.m., his Ring doorbell camera recorded 3 knocks. No one was visible on the porch, just the sound. 3 slow, deliberate knocks. Adam thought it was kids playing pranks. He ignored it. At 12:01, the bell rang again. He checked the footage. Still nothing. Just static and a faint outline, like a shadow pressed against the lens. He opened the door. Empty. He laughed nervously, muttering, "Nice try." He closed the door, locked it, turned off the lights, and went upstairs. The final footage on the camera shows him walking up the steps, and something dark moving behind him in the reflection of the hallway mirror. The next morning, his car was still in the driveway. The door was locked from the inside. No sign of struggle, except for one thing. The doorbell camera was gone, and taped to the wall where it had been was a handwritten note. You answered. No fingerprints, no DNA, no leads. Police never released the footage publicly, but one officer who saw it later quit the force. He said the final frame showed Adam opening the door and something standing behind him, already inside. 10 stories, 10 warnings, but the scariest part? Some of them actually happened. So when midnight comes and you hear a knock, don't answer, don't speak, don't even breathe, because Halloween isn't over until you are. You're still here, aren't you? Then you made it through the night. Click like if you survived, and subscribe before something else finds you first.